This next example is going to be like putting the last two examples together. So we're going to look at the following triangle. We'll call it T, and S is going to have vertices at 0, 1 plus I, 1 minus I. So we just take a moment here and graph S. So here we have 0, and then we have to go up 1 and down 1. So 1 plus I, 1 minus I. So we have this equilateral triangle here. This is S. Now S, if we take a moment and we think about it, S is made out of line segments. The modulus of these sort of diagonal line segments is root 2. That'll be important here in a second. And then we have a vertical line segment. Now these rays, what are going to happen, or these diagonal segments, what's going to happen to them? Well, their argument's going to be doubled, so they're going to be put onto the imaginary axis. And then the modulus is going to be squared. When we square 2, we get 2. So they're going to be put onto the imaginary axis, and then it's going to be a line segment of length 2 upwards and then length 2 downwards. In this vertical line, we saw vertical lines, when we square them, we get parabolic shapes. Okay? So if we put all of that together, what we're going to find, so here's our z-plane, here's our w-plane. We're going to have to go up to 2 now, go down to negative 2. So this first ray is going to get mapped here to that vertical line segment of length 2. This second diagonal portion is going to get mapped here. And this is a vertical line where x is 1. So it's going to stay at 1, but it's going to get stretched out to a parabola by what we did previously. And that's it. So we were able to break down this, for a lot of our shapes, we're going to be able to break them down into common shapes. And if we have an idea of how our common shapes like circular arcs, horizontal and vertical lines, these very simple guys, how they get changed via whatever function we're looking at, we'll have a better idea of how all things get changed. Now this is of course just a very special example. We could wonder what would happen if we moved our triangle over, and we would get this sort of bowing happening still. I'll let you think about what happens there.